All right, let's talk Nvidia, guys. I think the ship is about to sail. I mean, I think the days are numbered between now and when we go over $200 a share. And my money's where my mouth is, right? My money's where my mouth is. Nvidia is now in my top three holdings. I mean, it has been for quite some time now, really, since April, May, when I really was buying it like a madman about 8 months ago. So I think people are underestimating what's about to happen on the stock right now, or to the stock. And again, the ship's about to sail. And I think the days are numbered between now and when we get to over 200 bucks. And not everybody's realizing this. So we're going to break down the charts today, go over the indices quickly, go over some other stocks as well. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Hit the like button, make sure to subscribe. Check out the Patreon for my daily chart breakdowns, private Discord. You guys get access to my Patreon portfolio updates as well. That's linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to StockSurfS.com/Patreon. And now, cheers. Let's get into it. So at this point, man, Nvidia is trading at $185. And I got a question on Instagram. I did one of those Q&As, and you answer a bunch of questions. And somebody said, Stas, why has Nvidia been flat the last 5 months? Are they losing the battle? Are they in trouble? The real reason, guys, is it's not much to do with their actual business, in my opinion. It's because of how quick the stock rebounded. People forget to realize how quickly the stock rebounded in April, right? We got down to $85 a share. I mean, this stock got destroyed. It got hit aggressively down to 86 a share, and it got all the way to 186 pretty much. It had an $100 move in the span of 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 months. Think about that, guys. In 4.5 months, Nvidia went from 86 to pretty much 186. So the stock went ballistic. And by the way, again, we're still at about 186 today, 185, you know what I mean? So we saw an $100 gain there in the stock price. That was over 114% of a move there. So that's the real reason. The stock's just been consolidating. It ran up so much. In 4.5 months, it ran up over 100% for a company the size of Nvidia. That is insane. And what we've been seeing, again, is just consolidation. And I mean, if you look at it, it actually did go to 212. So we did go higher. It's not like we've only been at 185 since that point. So to me, guys, people are getting a little too greedy. Arguably, people are getting a little too greedy because Nvidia literally a year ago, 8 months ago, was at 85 bucks a share. Now it's at 185. That's a very good performing stock. Amazing performing stock, right? Crazy performance. So this is just consolidation. We're forming a new base at about 180, 185. And me looking at this from, the perspective of a technical analyst, right? We break down charts here every freaking day pretty much. This looks so healthy to me. I love it. It's so healthy to me, and it's just getting ready for that next leg up. That's the way I'm looking at it, because the framework here is the AI trade's not over yet, and the charts are backing that. I just think we're waiting for earnings. We're going to wait for these big tech earnings, the hyperscalers, and we're going to get some more insight on CapEx, what they're spending on, right? The numbers from the Googles of the world, the Microsofts, the Amazons. And this is what could drive Nvidia stock, what I think will drive Nvidia stock in the next couple of weeks. And that's why I said in the intro, the ship, it's about to sail. I think it's about to sail. It's still at the dock. But not for much longer, I think, at least. So yeah, I think we're going north of $200 pretty soon here. And I think we're going higher than that. I think all-time highs will hit this year. And at this point, I haven't bought Nvidia stock in about, maybe 3-4 weeks. I mean, I'm losing track of time, but last I bought, it was in the low 170s. So I'm arguably, I'm considering, maybe adding a little bit more at this point, but it's such a built out position for me. It's not like I was buying all throughout these months a ton either, really. I bought a lot back in April, May. March, that time period. So I built it out there, wrote it up, and now I'm just nibbling a little bit here and there. So what do you guys think? Again, I think we're going over 200. We're going to have to see how these, hyperscalers earnings are, the big tech names, how their CapEx is looking. Are they increasing it? What's the forecast, right? What's the update there? That's going to be big for the stock here. And I think, again, we're going higher. And the inverse head and shoulders that we covered, I believe in the last update, maybe, is still there. You guys see it, left shoulder, got the head right here, boom. Right shoulder's right here. So that is still intact. You're noticing that, which is nice. That's a good sign for the bulls. We just have to get the confirmation over, I would say, 190 to 195. That's been the big resistance now for a good couple of weeks. So I think if we're able to get out of that point, if Nvidia could take 195 out, 190 especially, man, I think, yeah, that's where things get juicy. And I think momentum is going to pick up quick. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious as always. And by the way, if you want to see my Patreon portfolio updates, we're investing $1,000 a week right now. We're buying stocks, trading options, trading stocks in there. We're doing the whole 9 yards. I'm showing you how I manage a portfolio there, and there's also a private Discord. Check it out. It's linked down below. Again, pinned in the comments. Shameless plug. I'm going to set my alert at $190 now, and I'm going to see, again, if we take that out, I think momentum builds up. We have to see if it breaks through, though. Maybe at some point tomorrow. But again, it's most likely not going to be this week, in my opinion. But as we get closer to earnings, maybe at some point next week, we'll see. So, yeah, at this point, guys, it's funny. Every index is down. You would think, oh, we're having a good day after CPI, right? Good CPI numbers, not really. I mean, the Russell's barely green. It's pretty much at break even, slightly green. But we have the S&P down 0.4%, QQQ's down 0.45, 0.5%, and the Dow's down, let's see, about 0.8. So the Dow's getting hit the most today. So it's not that great of a day, man. And yeah, there are some stocks moving, but it's not the best, not the best. Let me show you here. We do have Roblox recovering, but a lot of these are just relief rallies and super beaten up stocks. Like Roblox, way too beaten up. It's getting a relief rally, 10%, but it's still in that downtrend, Intel is up 8.5%. This one's arguably now getting a little overbought. Earnings are coming up for Intel on the 22nd, so less than 10 days, so about a week and a half. We're getting Intel's earnings. I'm excited for that. Earnings season in general, man. AMD's up 6.5%, so we can't knock AI, the whole trade today in general. AMD's up over 6.5%. The inverse head and shoulders is playing out on this as well, just like Nvidia. This looks pretty good. I also like Oracle, which I haven't looked at it today, but that also has an inverse head and shoulders forming. It's down about 1.5% today, but it's still seeing that pattern, which is bullish. I want to see Oracle take out 210, 215. It might take a little bit to get there. Who knows? We'll see. Looks like Duolingo's up on the day. I got a lot of questions on Duolingo over the last couple of months, honestly. I was even researching it about 4 or 5 months ago. Thank God I didn't pull the trigger on it. I didn't like it too much, to be honest, guys. I think it's, at the time, it was trading a little too overvalued, and now, I mean, geez, the stock's cut in half from that point. So I've been getting a lot of questions on Duolingo. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I probably should do a video on it. It's one of those, you know how the retail community is. They get behind a stock. You guys know how that goes. You could say that with SoFi, with Palantir. Duolingo is one of those stocks, and I just don't really love it too much. Maybe we'll make, again, a video on that, but it's down massively. And I think AI genuinely, man, is going to destroy this business. I literally said this 3 months ago when the stock was $300 a share, $275. I literally said this $150 a share ago, because the reality is, man, yeah, a lot of people want to learn a new language. learn a language, be bilingual. I'm Greek. I'm bilingual. Yes, I could speak Greek fluently. It's beautiful, right? I love it. But the reality is, if you're older, right? If you didn't learn it from a child, it's going to be a lot harder. And people are lazy. We're going to have the glasses. We already do have the glasses that, translate for you. The AirPods are starting to translate for you. Chat GPT, if you just tell it to spit something out in freaking Mandarin, it will do it. You know what I mean? You have a translator in your pocket. So this is a problem for Duolingo. I said this before. I'll say it again. And yeah, there are going to be people that want to learn genuinely through Duolingo, but I think I think that trend's going to be going down due to technology, due to AI. It sucks, but it's the reality. And that's a big reason why I faded the stock, or I didn't want to be a part of it. And I think that's more of a longer term issue here, but it probably is hurting the business now as well. Let's be honest. So yeah, it's awesome being bilingual, but I think people, yeah, if you don't learn it from a young age, which is why I'm teaching my 3-week-old son Greek already. We're speaking Greek. Well, I am to him, right? So if you don't teach it from a young age, in my opinion, and that's what the data shows, the science, right? It's a lot harder to learn. A lot harder to learn. And with AI, with tech, people are going to be lazy. People are lazy in general, right? And this generation, a lot of people work hard, obviously, but we have everything at our convenience. Amazon Prime, DoorDash, everything's instant, quick. People like convenience. And yeah, we're not going to harp on that too much. But what do you think? I'm not touching Duolingo, to be honest. Maybe it's a good value here. I don't know. But I just don't like it super long term. I just got to be honest. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I appreciate you all for joining the Patreon, checking it out. A bunch of value on there. I'll see you in there if you guys want to check it out. Cheers. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video.